Clearly, the baseball gods knew that this was our final episode before the All-Star break. So they said, hey, jerk-offs, let's see what you can do with a 15-game slate. You're watching The Perfect Lineup, where Josh Engleman and myself, heading into the All-Star break, try to build the most beautiful lineup and take down a tournament. What a way to do it that would be. Straight into the break, come back out, renewed, revigorated, fresh spirits. 2 pitchers, 1 stack. Let the single lineup sims do the work. And of course, whether we do well or not, you can still get a free week of Stokastic MLB sims. And all you need to do is comment down below with who you think the highest scoring stack is going to be tonight. And you know what? If you're the only one that gets it, very possible with 30 teams going, you're straight in. And otherwise, if there's more than one of you, Josh is going to spin the wheel. Don't forget, too, anybody who is on an active MLB sub through the All-Star break is getting all access MLB, a gift from us to you to say thank you for your support over at Stokastic. That means you get MMA, PGA, NASCAR, not just through Thursday, because that would be dumb since the break is over on Thursday night, but all throughout the weekend, all through Sunday. You've got it all. So take advantage, win some money, rock that avatar, and let's get into it. All right, let's kick it off with the SP1. Tons of elite options today. Obviously a 15-game slate. And hey, of course, if you appreciate this content, found it helpful or even entertaining along the way, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It's free to do, and it costs you nothing. Brings you nothing but good fortune going forward. I got to tell you something, man. There are some good guys up top here. I worry that Skeen's pitch count is limited, on a team that's going nowhere fast. We've seen that in 3 straight starts, so he's not going to be on the board. Listen, I knew Tarek Skubal had been good at home this season, but I wasn't sure how good until I looked a little more this morning. He has been elite, obviously, no matter where he's pitched. I mean, he's currently minus 400 to win the AL Cy Young, but a 36% K rate at home and a sub-3 walk rate with a 2.11 xFIP is just wild stuff. Listen, he has double-digit strikeouts in 5 of 10 home starts, and now he's going to face the Mariners, who have a 3-run total at Comerica Park. Obviously, you're paying up for it. There's no doubt about that, $12K. But on a 15-game slate, it's insanely easy to make good lineups with him as your SP1. And another thing, his props are insane. 8.5K prop and a 1.5 ERA prop juiced to the under. Look, the Mariners have power bats. There's no doubt about it. They have plenty of power from the right side of the plate. They hit southpaws pretty well, but they also strike out at the 5th highest clip in baseball against lefties. Skubal has a 138x ISO, 264x WOBA, and a 20% swinging strike rate against righties this year. It's as elite as it gets. So this is going to be our pay up spot tonight. Now, with that in mind, I will say to you guys, Joe Ryan at 10K against in a home spot, assuming weather holds up, it's always bad in Minnesota, against the Pirates, really great spot. He's a sick pivot at 10K at a 2K discount off of Skubal. If you're looking to take that approach, wouldn't blame you for that one bit at all. He's one of the best options on the slate along with Skubal.
Well, we know who the top stack wasn't yesterday, and that's definitely the Cleveland Guardians, who did not get a chance to play the game. But for those of you that took the Texas Rangers, you are in luck. The 9 of you got the top stack right. And the winner of this wheel spin is going to get 1 week of the MLB DFS sims, and that person is going to be Chris Cassetta 1. I don't think it's Chris Cassetta 0 or Chris Cassetta 2. It's just Chris Cassetta 1. Congratulations, you have won a week of MLB DFS sims. Email support@stokastic.com so you can get your free week.
Okay, here's the thing. Baseball is baseball. And as dumb as it sounds, but you guys know this, any pitcher can get blown up at any time, regardless of the matchup. The difference, though, is that some teams are just far less likely to punish an opposing pitcher, and some pitchers are far less likely to get punished by those bad teams. Well, the Rockies are one of those bad teams. They are the most abysmal team in baseball. We'll talk about that more in a second. And Chase Burns, while still wet behind the ears at the major league level, he has absolutely filthy stuff. And there is simply zero reason that he should be 7,500 tonight. I don't care if it's hot in Cincinnati or that he got blown up 2 starts ago in Boston. We're talking about a kid who, despite recording only 1 single out 2 starts back against Boston, has still struck out 31% of the batters he's faced through his first 3 starts. Someone whose first 3 matchups were against the Yankees, Red Sox, and Phillies. Someone who has a 6.5K prop tonight and whose Reds are minus 250 money line favorites at home. And away, I mean, listen, the Rockies are dead last in WRC plus with the league's highest K rate against righties. And away from Coors, they're striking out 28% of the time as a team with a 6% walk rate. I'm not sure you guys understand just how bad that is, but I think you probably do at this point in the season. Truthfully, $7,500 for Burns is probably, definitely the worst mispricing we've seen from DraftKings all season long.
Worst case scenario, my stack is going to score the same amount of runs the Guardians scored yesterday, which was 0. Now, they got rained out, but we can get a 0 here too. I don't think we're going to do that because I'm going all the way to the top of our top stacks tool, and I'm taking the Toronto Blue Jays against the A's. I see no way around it. Now, they are oddly expensive, but also one of the best values you're going to find. In the top stacks tool, they're the #1 stack, bar none, clearly top. They're also second in top value, but that says a lot more about how highly they're projected because some of these guys still have massive salaries. They're first in stack score, they're first in ownership, and normally that would give me at least a little bit of pause, but this is a big slate. They are only 7.5% owned in the aggregate. That's just not enough ownership for me to care at all. And they've got a really nice matchup. Severino is fine, I guess. Like, he doesn't get totally blasted. His XISO numbers for power against righties and lefties are all just right around average, but he can't strike anybody out anymore. 16% K rate against lefties, 15% K rate against righties, and a sub 9% swinging strike rate against both of them. What we really need here is help from the ballpark, and that's going to be simple. Sutter Health Park, 113 home run park factor this year. That's in the aggregate, righties and lefties. 123 park factor to righties. Sorry, 123 park factor for runs. I saw the R, assumed righties. I meant runs. I'm going to write that one out on my notes moving forward. But either way, this park is playing up runs in a big, big way. So then we start thinking about which bats we can actually get to. And if you start on the lefty side, if you just want to play the righty-lefty matchup, you've got Lukes, you've got Barger, you've got Wagner. Reasonable prices. Addison Barger for 4,400 is probably the guy you would want to target there. But then you get to the righties and you start paying up for the real stuff. Your Springers north of 5K, your Vlad north of 5K, Bichette sitting at 4,800 and you're getting a shortstop. Kirk is going to be sitting at 4K and you knock off catchers. So we start paying up a lot in the stack, and I'm okay with that given the way they're grading out. But this is going to look a little bit different than what we've been seeing lately, where we've had a lot of additional salary to fill out our final 3 roster spots. That's not going to be the case today. So now we head to the single lineup simulator and we build out the lineup that we're looking for today. Stokastic.com, so awesome. Anyway, Scooble in, Burns in, and I've narrowed it down to these 5 J's, but feel free to move this around if you need to. We're going to get Kirk in at catcher. We're going to get Barger in at third. We're going to get Bichette in at short. We got to go to Springer. And then I need to save a little bit salary. So sorry, Vlad Guerrero, you are not in this lineup build right now. I know no one's going to like that. Instead, we're going to go with Loperfido, a much worse bat. I know no one's going to like it. I know it. But we need a little bit of extra salary. We still have to fill first, second, and an outfield spot. And we have 3K for each spot to do it. So we're going to click complete this lineup and find out what do we get. Now, these aren't exactly the most fun names you're going to see. Andrew Vaughn in at first, Mauricio in at second, Jesus Sanchez in for our final outfield spot. We still have $300 left on the table, but those are the 3 best bats we can get. And the key takeaway for me here, while we're taking on some ownership in the pitching spot, we don't have a single hitter in our lineup north of 10% ownership. That's why I don't care about taking on the Blue Jays and their chalky stack, because it's not showing up in the data. And that leaves us with one thing left to do. Click Run Lineup Simulation and find out, are we actually building a good one here? And we sure are. Sorry, Vlad, we didn't need you for a 57% sim ROI, a 0.2% chance to win. 2.3% of the time we're in the top 10 of lineups, and it's a 37.5% cash rate. I can't lie, I'm very happy. I know it's not the names we want, and I know we're filling out this lineup with a little bit of junk. You might want to get a little bit more correlation on a day like today. or you might not. But you can move all of this around in the single lineup simulator, and we make it very easy for you to do that. So this is how we're closing it out. The final perfect lineup video before the All-Star break. And I know Laffy knows, it would feel pretty damn awesome to get a perfect lineup right now.